top story from CNN. Reports from Georgia say that the country's foreign ministry has summoned Russia's ambassador over a reported missile incident. Georgia says that Russian fighter jets fired a missile that hit near a Georgian village northwest of Tbilisi. It says the device didn't explode and that no one was hurt in the incident. Russia says there's no truth at all to the accusation. Well, for an update on these developing events, we're joined now on the line from Tbilisi by Georgia's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Gela. Minister, thank you for being with us on CNN. Give us Georgia's version of events. What happened on Monday?
Hello. Indeed, we do confirm that the fact of bombing of Georgian territory took place, and we have incontrovertible evidence of that. Our Georgian radar system and multiple eyewitnesses, it was a steel deadlight at the time, recorded and reported the entrance of Russian-made 2 Su-type aircraft into Georgian sovereign airspace at approximately 19:30 Georgian time yesterday evening. So the aircraft fired a 1,000-kilogram precision-guided Russian missile at the village of Tsitelubani, which is nearby the Georgian capital. It's 80 kilometers from the capital. So the missile did not explode, and as a result, fortunately, there was no casualties. So evidence of the event is recorded by radar and by people on the ground, and by the fact that there is a 2006 model missile. So that's the fact that we have at the moment.
So what, Minister, do you make of Russia's denial that this happened?
Well, we have summoned the Russian ambassador and protested the attack against a sovereign country. And we do expect a serious explanations and serious Russian response. The question is why, and we ask this question ourselves. And there are many explanations of it, and they may want to derail the very successful peace process now underway, or damage or tarnish Georgia's democratic reform success story, or perhaps there are uncontrolled elements in Russia itself, elections, transition related, and so on and so forth. So there are many sort of theories behind it, and we do expect explanations from Russia, but we will also do expect a serious reaction and response from the international community on that.
You say that this missile was fired.
Yes.
It failed to explode, which I mean, could lead to the conclusion that the missile itself wasn't even primed, that this was some sort of training exercise that went wrong. I mean, could that be a possibility?
Well, it's a possibility that the bomb was not exploded. I mean, there is a technical possibility, but I don't think that the training in other countries' sovereign territory is a good idea. So the experts on the ground, OSCE including, OSCE experts are working on the ground and collecting the factual and technical evidence. So we will have more details after that.
It's no secret that relations between Russia and Georgia are tense. This is not the first time that Georgia has accused Russian jets of straying into its airspace. You've called in the Russian ambassador to Tbilisi. What now happens to the relationship between Russia and Georgia? Does it depend very much upon Russia's response to this incident?
Well, you see, it doesn't help to establish a good neighborly relations, obviously. When Georgia raised very seriously the issue of previous bombing of our territory in Upper Abkhazia on 11th of March of this year, we didn't get a deterrent response from the Western community to that fact. And as a result, we have got a new bombing incident. So it's in our interest to have a good neighborly relationship with our neighbor Russia. But we are not going, certainly, to tolerate the continuous incursion in our territory and the bombing incidents. We need a clear and a strong response from the international community to this fact, and certainly we do expect a serious response from Russia.
I'm just looking now, Minister, at another Wire report which has just come in saying that the Kremlin has denied accusations from Georgia that Russian warplanes mounted an air raid near a disputed territory in the north of Georgia. What do you make of that?
Well, they may deny it, but as I said earlier, that we have incontrovertible evidence. So we are going to present this incontrovertible evidence to the international community, and we will certainly try to put a case that this is a not friendly act, even not say strongly aggression against the neighbor, and this is, I think, a serious international event.
And just finally, you're talking about you want to see a strong response from the international community. What do you mean by that? I mean, what sort of response do you want to see?
Well, there are a number of places that we are going to lift up this issue, and it's, first of all, it's the Security Council of United Nations. There is a Organization of Security in Europe, OSCE. There is a EU. We are a European country. We want European response, first of all, on the fact of aggression against a sovereign country, and the facts speak for themselves. We have all the evidence on the ground that this bombing took place. So we do want a clear and strong response.
Mr. Bejwasvili, we appreciate your time. Thank you for being with us, Minister. That's Gela Bejwasvili, Georgia's Minister of Foreign Affairs. That's our top story on CNN. In London, I'm Adrian Finnegan. I'll be